Okay, this is my try at an even more lo-fi update than normal. I just concluded some minutes ago now. It doesn't really matter, but really kind of crazy game actually. That I don't know if I wish that I had the camera rolling for it because it was kind of a longer than normal shootout game with two and a half overtimes. But I mean, even in that sense, it's still not it's not the most incredibly long game. But yeah, Toronto. I have this posted on Delphi, and I will link to it in a description. Not that it's necessarily all that well written or anything. What I do actually when I'm playing off camera sometimes is I'll have the website, and probably others do this too. I'll have the website pulled up to post online, and I'm updating it as I'm playing my way through the game. But it was just quite a ridiculous game between, and I don't know what it is. Toronto just seems to have Chicago's number. Um, I'm thinking back to the Hockey Bones, the sort of one-off post project best of seven between the '67 Leafs and the '63 or '67, sorry, Chicago Blackhawks. Here you have the '63 Leafs and the 2013 installment of the Chicago Blackhawks with Patrick Kane and Jonathan Toews, Marian Hossa, Patrick Sharp, and Crawford and Emery in goal, Duncan Keith and Brent Seabrook in the blue line and everything. And the '63 Maple Leafs just really pulled off the improbable. It's one of those things too that I kind of wish I had the camera rolling. Similar, I guess, actually in that regard, I would liken it to my Montreal Canadiens Montreal Maroons game, where if you just read the online update, it doesn't even look believable. But if you watch that in real time, Montreal did the Canadiens because they were playing the Montreal Maroons actually did come back, on the final flip, on the final draw, and actually score and win a game they were losing at the last second. And this one here, with Johnny Bower pulled in the final minute, and only the final minute, because in shootout you do go that one extra flip beyond the 19th minute in the third period. So it's yeah, Frank Mahovlich in the like with 36 seconds to go, specifically if you're reading the shootout card and counting the seconds, tied the game at two. And this went into overtime, and it was scoreless through two overtimes. Scoring chances were very one sided in Chicago's favor. They had, let's see here, I started writing or recording them, typing them actually in the second overtime period. Stahlberg was denied on one, Marian Hossa later that frame, Dave Boland as well there in minute 15, and there were a couple in the first OT that I didn't record. Toronto killed, actually, Marian Hossa one. In the first overtime, a scoring chance, and Bauer had to make a save, and his save range is 5 to 9, and the card came up with 5, the following card for the save reading. So just a lot of stuff like that in succession happened in this game, and both teams were just, well, mainly Chicago was denied on so many scoring opportunities. Like I've talked before about strange and weird voodoo magic in the shootout cards, and I insist that I don't believe in stuff like that, but um, some of the stuff that's been happening with this game recently. So anyway, what happened in the end is that Bob Pulford, finally Toronto got a power play. That was another thing. Chicago had several power plays back to back. Not all at once, of course, but I mean several, unanswered. There were no even up calls, put it that way. And so in the third overtime, finally Toronto gets in the power play, and that's when Bob Pulford manages to put one home on Ray Emery. So this has just been already. This is a spectacular best of three semifinal, and it's barely even begun. So I guess what I will do, I'm going to play game two off camera, and if Toronto wins that and advances, and obviously I won't show any of the series, but if Chicago comes back, then I think what I will do is show game three of a semifinal. I think I was going to wait until the final actually to show any tournament of champions. But yeah, I'll make a video if Toronto and Chicago end up playing to see who advances to the final. Meanwhile, I've talked about Gretzky, and of course it's the '84 Oilers up against some of their counterparts in the Rangers in '94, the Kevin Lowe series or Mark Messier series, as it were. That's the other semifinal, and so with that one as well. I will I'll play one game, and if Edmonton wins it, then that means that there will be at least a game three, in which case I will wait. If Edmonton loses game one, then I think I will have game two up, just because I would like to have Gretzky on the channel. I just, he's never actually played in a game before in anything featured on this channel. Lemieux has. I'm pretty sure Bobby Orr has, although come to think of it, because Boston was eliminated from the League of Champions and Presidents. Anyway, Bob, that will have to, yeah, that'll be for another time. But yeah, for what it's worth, I'd like to have Gretzky feature in a game here on the channel. So anyway, that's just I guess a quick update and recap. And again, I didn't really like. I could, well, I mean, I could show you the. I don't know, something about this computer. This monitor, it does that, and so I thought that would be hard on the eyes. So I decided I'd just sort of turn the camera this way and do my update like so. This is here. Actually, I'll hold it. This is this is my $1 phone stand. And if I'm not playing, obviously if I play it a little differently when I'm set up on camera. It's very basic. There's the Mike Owens Quick Play Pro Hockey Clock, and actually I keep the Redemption League teams in both sizes tucked inside there. So anyway, this has become, I don't know, a bit of a set feature update or whatever. But if I even end up uploading this, and probably I will. But yeah, this is my very simple setup when I'm just blitzing through games in between things. So anyway, that's a recap and a quick update. I know that it's been a few days. To that, I'll just say that I rarely ever do or not do anything for one reason only, but probably the main reason, or at least the one that's most pertinent to this, is that I just felt like with my ongoing projects, I was just at points in all of them concurrently, where I felt like I had to play my way to a certain point in the schedule in order to get to somewhere in the schedule where I would encounter a game that I'd actually want to have up on the channel. So, and that's what I will be doing shortly. Should Chicago win game two, game three will go up of this. And then again, depending on the Oilers, it'll be either game two or game three between Edmonton and New York. So anyway, that's what's to come. Cheers. Thanks. Bye for now.